The God in the Bible. I mean, if you want to talk it technically, the attributes in the Bible are not mentioned. In the Bible, it's a triune God. In the Quran, it isn't.
Yeah,
But
but this is,
the
but
topic
this
I
is
want to.
not, but this is not what I'm saying now. I'm saying if Allah He sent His light and the light of Allah, they try to extinguish it. Is it Allah is the one according to Muhammad and according to you, according to Quran, is the one who sent the Bible, the Injil?
Yeah, but that's not the topic I want to, or the question that I'm gonna bring up. Really, to be honest.
Yeah, but you see
Yeah.
here, we have a very weird thing because the Quran, when the Quran says they try to distinguish the light of Allah, and Allah will never allow it. And then we find the Muslims saying that the Bible is corrupted, but isn't it the Bible is from the light of Allah supposedly and the Torah too?
Yeah, but I'm going on the premise that the Bible is true, but I'm bringing you a different question, to be honest, different from the topic itself, because I wasn't
Yeah, but
aware
so
of the topic.
why you are not trying to think with me for a second? You are just focusing in a question you have in your mind, but
Yeah,
not
because
like you don't wanna think with me for a second.
I'll focus you, because my question is really small and really quick to get
Okay,
over.
go ahead.
I'll answer. Yeah. So so Deuteronomy 18:18 is talking about Jesus, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Assuming Christians use this as a way that that the Old Testament prophesies Jesus, and that a prophet will rise among your fellow Israelites. They use this as a way to prove that Jesus will rise as a prophet among the Israelites. Correct?
Well, for me, my friend, the Bible have hundreds of prophecies. All of them they fit with Jesus.
Yeah.
And even if this one is about Jesus or not, that not will change nothing. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, but this one is about Jesus. I mean, because
I'm listening.
Christians.
I'm listening.
Okay. This one does talk about Jesus, and there are many other verses, as you mentioned, that do talk about it. So when Jesus
is not mentioned by name there, right?
Yeah, not by name.
Okay.
Not by name.
Just to make it clear.
So
okay, continue.
Yeah, so Jesus has been prophesied to rise as a prophet among their fellow Israelites in the Old Testament.
Okay.
So going off this premise, Jesus in the Christian doctrine is a prophet, a Messiah, and God. Correct? Okay. So in Luke, if we want to go off that premise, in Luke 13:33, it says, "No prophet can die outside of Jerusalem." But as far as I'm aware, in Matthew and the Gospel of John, it says that Jesus did die outside of Jerusalem. But I want to clear up that misconception.
Yeah, my friend. First of all, out of Jerusalem, there is the when we say I am from Jerusalem, doesn't mean I am exactly in Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is a city and there is a province of it and whatever is around it. And if you go and see where the cross is located, you will see this is in Jerusalem. So it is inside Jerusalem. In the same time, it is not inside Jerusalem, which means it's not behind the walls. So like there is an area, it's called Jahannam. Jahannam is where they used to throw dead bodies, even garbage, or etc. This is what the Quran take from the word Jahannam. So, but this is part of the town. And in the same time, my friend, in the same time, when the Bible describes Jesus as a prophet, or God is the first prophet. Maybe you do not know that. Do you understand that God is the first prophet?
God is the first prophet, yes.
Okay. So when Jesus is a prophet, because simply all prophecy is coming from God.
Yeah.
So God, he prophesied to his prophet. The prophet here, the average one we know, which is not God, one like the human like me and you, is the one who been taught by God to tell the prophecy which is coming from God, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, so what's your problem?
So the problem here is that you've presented me a contradiction, man.
How?
Because when you say he also died inside and outside of Jerusalem, that's when it becomes a contradiction. Because biblically, when Jesus was referring to Jerusalem, he was referring it to as a city, not as an area or a region. But
it's a city. When I say a region, my friend, I'm not talking about 10,000 mile away. We are talking about the same city. It's still the same city.
But he did outside. No, he died outside the city.
No, it's not.
He did. No, I mean, according to your scholars, he did die outside the city.
My friend, whoever scholars they can say, but this is part of the city. when they want to kill somebody, where the court was?
The court of the Pharisees?
Yeah. No, the court of the Roman. This is the Roman court.
Yeah.
Huh?
Inside Jerusalem.
Okay. And where he was arrested?
Inside Jerusalem, but where he died?
And
outside.
where they took him?
They took him outside Jerusalem.
Yeah, if we go right now in the map, if we go right now in the map and see what is the distance between the palace and the cross location, how many 100 kilometers it is?
I mean,
my friend, this is a failure. This is a failure attempt. This is a failure attempt from you.
No, but let me speak.
I'm letting you to speak. So I'm asking you how far it is from the place where the court happened to the place where the cross happened. And then we will find a very short distance to the point they are walking, right? They took a trucks and they walk, right? So it's a walking distance. Is that in Jerusalem or it is in different place?
Technically, it is not a walking distance.
It's not up to you. It's not up to you to say to me. It's not up to you to say, okay, I will go with you. I will go with you.
It's not up to you.
No, I will use your logic. No, it's not up to me. It's up to what the Bible says. It's not up to you. So listen carefully.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen. When Muhammad, he says, Allah, he sent Muhammad to Mecca and what is around it. Is Pakistan around it?
Is Pakistan around Mecca?
Mm-hmm.
No. But is Pakistan inside Mecca?
I will go with your logic. And you are saying to me, if Jesus, he died 1 mile away from the court, that will not make him die inside Jerusalem. But when Allah he say, okay, hold on. When Allah he said, Allah he sent Muhammad to Mecca and what is around it. Is that make Muhammad bring in a contradiction or confirming himself to be a prophet for all mankind?
No, what Muhammad here was using is the language of the Arabs when he was saying around Mecca, but in the Bible does say around.
So here you see the hypocrisy. Here you see the hypocrisy. Listen carefully. So when the Quran, okay, hold on. How you know that the Quran is meaning when we say around Mecca, it does not mean around Mecca, it's mean Pakistan. How you know that?
Yeah. I'll respond to that when you let me respond to the second point that you made about Jerusalem. So when the Bible says that no prophet can die outside of Jerusalem, you can say that this was meant metaphorically or not literally, but you have no proof for that.
First of all, my friend, hold on.
Yeah.
You don't understand the verse. Because if you are saying, do you agree with it that no prophet should die out of Jerusalem?
Not necessarily I agree with it, but according to the biblical narrative, Jesus is not a prophet, nor he died outside, nor he died. Because
can you read for me the verses you mentioned?
Luke 13:33.
Okay, read it for us.
Read it for you? Okay, fine. Okay, no, that's Deuteronomy. In any case, I must press on today and tomorrow and the next day, for surely no prophet can die outside of Jerusalem.
And what happened?
He died outside of Jerusalem.
Read the verse after. Read the verse.
After it?
Yeah, you said he died outside of Jerusalem, right?
Jerusalem.
Okay, did you ask? Did you ask him what is Jerusalem for him?
I mean, Jerusalem, according to you, Jerusalem is also outside of Jerusalem. But I'm saying Jerusalem is a city.
Jerusalem, my friend. You see here we see the game. So when we want, we understand that Mecca, what around it, mean even Pakistan. When we want that if a mile away from the middle of Jerusalem, not even from the wall of Jerusalem, that is not Jerusalem. This is your logic.
Technically, he did send a message to Mecca and around it. He sent a message to the whole world. So there's no problem.
No, it says here, he sent it first. Yes. Okay, I will go with you. You have your Quran with you?
Yes.
All right. When you say that Allah, he sent him to Mecca and to the whole world, isn't it the Quran says we never send a messenger except to speak the tongue of his own people?
Yes, to speak the tongue of his own.
Okay. So now we have a verse saying that to Mecca and what is around it. And we have other verse saying that we never send ever. And this is sent to Muhammad himself, which means Muhammad is included. We never send a messenger unless he speaks the tongue of the people, so he might make it clear for them. Do I agree with that?
Well, how are we gonna reconcile that with we sent Muhammad as a mercy to mankind? Yes.
Well, aren't people
However,
of
when
Mecca,
you say
aren't people of Mecca from mankind, or they are just different species?
yeah, everyone is from everyone on earth is from mankind.
Okay,
But I don't know how.
so
I
your
don't know, like,
answer,
how you
your
inflict
answer,
the
no,
difference.
here we see, you are trying to find a contradiction. So if Jesus, he died 1 mile away from the court, that does not make him
Yeah.
die in Jerusalem. This is your opinion. Now, when we find the Quran saying that Allah, he sent Muhammad to Mecca and what is around it, and then we find the Quran confirm that he never, ever, ever sent a messenger except from his people. And look with me the word people there. He have to be from the people, and the message have to be in the tongue of the people. So if Muhammad he was sent, he have to be sent to his people, and his people not even the Arab, they are Quraysh. And he have to speak in the tongue of Quraysh. And here we confirm that Muhammad, he claimed that he received 7 Quran, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, 7 Quran. Is that because people of Quraysh, they speak 7 Arabic?
No, because people around him were speaking other
Okay,
dialects.
so look what happened now. Your prophet himself saying that even the Arab are not Arab. The Arab, they need 7 Arabic language. They are totally different. 7 Arabic, because they cannot handle it. If it's the same, then why we need to make 7 Quran? So now we have a prophet who was sent to Mecca and what is around it, and suddenly Mecca and around it became Pakistan, India, China, Germany, for you in your logic. Same time, Allah will never send a messenger unless speaks the tongue of the people, and his people are Quraysh. He is from Quraysh. He speaks the tongue of Quraysh. And now suddenly that the tongue of his people is Pakistan for you. In the top of that,
Actually,
Muhammad, he claimed that Allah, when he sent the Quran, he sent it in 1 Arabic, but he said to Allah, that doesn't work because my people they cannot handle it, which is very stupid to say, and I will let you explain that to me if you wish.
Okay.
So they cannot handle it, so he insists to receive 7. And now we go back to the Bible. So Jesus, he walked 500 meters away or 1 mile away from the court. That make him out of Jerusalem.
Yes.
How that work with you? You see your hypocrisy?
Because I'm going by the biblical verses.
No,
so
both of them, they are saying the same thing. No, you know, you see, when you say I'm going by biblical, no, you see, okay, you see here, when I say to you that the Quran was sent to the people of Mecca and what is around it, in a 2 second, you switch the word to what is around it to be even Pakistan.
I said we could go by that logic and there would be no problem, but you proved that there would be a problem, and I'm going to solve it for you now.
What logic? How you solve it? Go ahead.
Okay, so when you mentioned me this verse, we did not send any messenger except speaking in the language of his people, stated clearly for them, right? So when you say that, when Allah says what's around Mecca, obviously it would not mean outside Arabia, because that would mean that the prophet was speaking in other languages. But reconciling that with this verse, it could mean that the cities around Arabia or inside Arabia, because he would be speaking in their language. Now I want to see you defend the Bible.
No, here, hold on. You see, I already answer you, because this is your understanding. It's a silly understanding. It's not true.
It's not my understanding.
No, this is your understanding. This is your understanding. This is your understanding. Because it's still this is Jerusalem. Still this is Jerusalem. Listen carefully.
It's not Jerusalem.
It is Jerusalem.
Because it's not inside the city.
Well, the city is not just a wall.
I'm telling you.
It's not up to you.
My friend, listen. You want to defend
I can say now, listen, I can give a detail. I say, I went, hold on. You're talking, let me answer you. You said to me that it says outside. I will go with you. I can say now, I went to Washington, D.C. But Washington, D.C. is not just by entering the city. I can be in the border of Washington, D.C. I can be a mile inside Washington, D.C. and I can be in the middle of Washington, D.C. So each one of them, he is giving extra details. So one is saying that the prophet have to die in Jerusalem. The other one saying that he died in that location, which is still for both of them,
Okay.
Jerusalem.
How you're understanding this verse is you're using certain terms. How I'm understanding the verses, I'm going to use the terms by our own scholars and historical narrative.
You know, my friend.
Now,
okay.
the second
Okay.
point
Let
is
us
that,
let us make an agreement. Let us make an agreement. Let us make an agreement. Me and you. Let us make an agreement.
You make my second point.
I will tell you. I will let you talk. Let us make
No,
an agreement
wait.
before we talk
I just
about.
want to make the second
Before
point,
we
then we
talk
can make an
about.
agreement. Just a second point,
Before we talk
Wait,
about
wait,
the
wait.
before we talk about the scholars.
I just want to
Do
make
you
the second
agree?
point, please.
Do you agree with the
You made
scholars?
2 points. Let me make
I
my
will
second
make you
one.
make the point
Yes.
before we talk about scholars. Do you agree
No,
with the scholars? Do you agree with the scholars?
But you cut me off.
Do you agree with the scholars?
No,
Before
but
we
you
talk
cut me
about
off, my
them,
friend.
before we talk about those who you call them scholars, do we agree with the scholars? So if I show you now a scholar, he says something, do you promise me you will accept?
And to accept the scholar's statement. I'm just making for the.
Oh, so you are
disagree
using
with you.
anyone, you call him a scholar, or anyone call him a scholar, so he don't agree with me, so we
Okay,
use
fine.
him.
Fine,
So,
let's leave the scholars out of the equation.
No, hold on.
Okay?
You see, here you are being hypocrite again. Either you are a person who agree with the scholars, whatever who you call them scholars they are, or we don't agree with them. So
I've
do you
okay.
agree with the scholars?
Listen,
Do you agree with the scholars or you don't?
I don't.
You don't?
Why would I agree with them?
So why you are quoting me a scholar? Me myself, I never heard of him.
I'm quoting you. I'm quoting the scholars for the audience because those are
What
the people
audience?
who understand the
My
Bible
friend,
better than
a
you
scholar,
and me.
first of all, when you get a scholar, for us, we don't have a scholar. We have Paul, we have John, we have Luke, we have Mark, we have the disciples.
Yes.
We don't follow anyone. Anyone, he can say whatever he wants. I can call myself a scholar. You can call yourself a scholar. And
Okay.
here you see the hypocrisy. When I mention to you the scholar, you don't want to follow a scholar, but you are the one who is bringing me a scholar to prove your points. So how you don't accept a scholar, but you are bringing me a scholar?
I wasn't using the scholars term to prove my point. I'm just saying for the audience that there are scholars who understand the Bible better than me and you.
There is a scholars, they are laughing at you, and already we answered you.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Okay. No, what do you mean whatever? What do you mean whatever? What do you mean whatever? When you say to me that Mecca and what around it, Mecca and what is around it mean even Pakistan, and then you say to me, a scholar, he said, if Jesus he died 500 meters away from the center of Jerusalem, that means this is a contradiction. That is your stupidity. And let me ask you, does the scholar himself he says this is contradiction?
Does the scholar himself consider this a contradiction?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of.
So why you are quoting from being a scholar? How he is a scholar? He did not see it as a contradiction.
Okay, well, I just look at how the scholars interpret the verse.
Friend, are you quoting me for a scholar? He is seeing this is a contradiction, or he is seeing... Listen, Abdul. Why you call him a scholar? Why you call this guy a scholar? Whoever he is.
I mean, do you want me to not call him a scholar? I would.
I don't know. You call him a scholar.
Really?
So I'm asking you how he earned the title of a scholar. You said to me, I will quote for you a scholar. So he earned the title of a scholar. That means he knew what he's talking about, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably from academic.
If the scholar from academic, he did not see it a contradiction. How the fool you decide this is contradiction?
My fool. How did I decide a contradiction? Because I used my mind and common sense.
Okay, as long you are using your mind, as long you are using your mind with common sense. Allah he sent, I never send a messenger except in the tongue of his people. Listen, this is not your logic now. Don't tell me your logic versus Allah logic. When Allah he says we never send a messenger without being speaking the tongue and have to be from the people. How this verse will fit that Muhammad is a messenger for Pakistan? Go ahead. Your logic, I'm gonna hear it.
Okay, hold on. But you want to make a difference between a message and a messenger? Sure, we can draw the distinction here.
Oh, guys,
but I want to make
there's a difference.
Hold on, please.
There's a difference between a message and a messenger. No. We are talking.
No. Let me respond.
I want people to take a note. Just wait, guys. Take a note. There's a difference between a message. Listen, My friend, I'm a person, I focus,
I wanna respond
in details. So you just said,
can I please?
you will talk, I will tell you. I have a question for what you said just right now.
Okay,
you
but
said there is
I'm
a
not
distinguish.
done speaking.
You just said, let me talk, answer the
But
question.
I'm not
Let
done
me give you
speaking.
the question. Let me give you the question. How
No,
you want
but
to answer
I'm
before
not
the
done
question comes?
speaking.
So how
I am not done.
how they
I
distinguish
am
between
not
the
done
messenger
speaking.
and the
I am
message?
not done speaking.
You
I
need.
was gonna answer your question,
I
but
will
you cut
not
me
let
off.
you
I am not
continue.
done
You see,
speaking.
for me, I focus
I'm
in
not done
details.
speaking.
I am different
Hold
from
on.
others.
I
You
am
know
not
that.
done speaking.
Indian boy,
I'm
listen.
not
I'm
done
asking you.
speaking, my friend. I am not done speaking.
You gave me information.
Wait,
I
hold
want
on.
you to explain it to me.
Wait,
I did not.
wait.
I
I
did
am
not.
not
I
done
did not
speaking. Wait,
understand.
hold on.
Listen, I want you to explain how we
I
can
will
distinguish
explain it if
between
you
the
just let me
messenger
speak.
and the message. Go
Okay?
ahead.
Okay. I will explain it if you let me speak.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Now, the first point that which is I just recently made, and the second point, before I
No,
start
stop with the
explaining.
first one. Then we go to the second one by one. How we can distinguish between
Wait.
the message and the messenger.
How do you get to make 2 points, but I don't?
One by one, you have to explain to me. I did not understand the
No,
first
but you
point.
didn't.
You are the
give me a
teacher.
chance to respond to
You
yours.
are the teacher. You made a poo-poo. You just made a poo-poo, and you want to cover it. So before you go to point number 2, we will go. We have time. I will stay with you until tomorrow. So the first point you made, can you please explain it to us, please? You are the genius. How we can distinguish? Between the message and the messenger? Go ahead.
Sure. Before I do that, you keep deflecting your arguments against Islam and not actually defending the Bible. Second things, the message can be understood by a lot of people, but the language it has to be spoken on. Yes, when you want to send a messenger to people, of course, it has to be the language you're speaking, and you're not going to send an English-speaking messenger to an Arabian city and speak English with them. No, you're going to send an Arabic message that can be understood by all mankind.
Why?
Through different means.
Why? What do you mean?
Why can it? Why can it be understood?
Arabic. Did you just say you should send a message can be understood by all mankind?
Yes, a message can be understood.
So how a person who do not know Arabic, he can understood when the Quran make it clear that we order to make it clear for them, we are sending it in their language, and the Prophet himself, he have to be from the people.
That's why I made a distinction between the message and the messenger. The message can be understood through different means. It was never, how do I say it? So it was never limited to one language. It was translated to other languages too.
Is that what the verse saying?
Well, the verse saying is that we are going to send a messenger to people speaking their own language. Yes, and that verse did not disagree.
What is that language?
It could be any language the people are speaking.
You are a liar.
We're going to send a messenger.
You are a liar. You are a professional liar. Isn't it the Quran says we send it as a pure Arabic?
I'm telling you about this verse and the messenger. Listen to me.
I ask you what is the language. I ask you what is the language of the message. You said to me it can be translated to any languages.
The language of the Quran is Arabic.
The Quran, no, it's not only the language of the Quran is Arabic. It's not that you are a fraud. It says it clear here. We send it with the Quran have no foreign words in it. Qur'an and Arabian غير ذي عوج, chapter 39, verse number 28. So you just said to me that something, you are making fun of the Quran. You are extinguishing the light of Allah. Look what happened. So now we have differentiate between the message and the messenger. Shut up for a second, please, and I will let you talk, and we will talk, both of us. Okay. So we distinguish between the message and the messenger. Okay, let us distinguish. But the verse saying we never send a messenger except from the people. From the people. Why? So he speak the tongue of the people. So now we have connection. We can separate them. So the prophet have to be from the people because he should speak their own origin, clear language. Of course, thank you. And then when I asked you how that will work to be for Pakistan, he said we can translate.
Yes.
But the verse says no. Allah will not send the messenger to a people. Listen, let us connect. He will not send the messenger to any people except if he is from the people. Does it say that, or I'm making things up?
my friend, what I said that we're not gonna send a message to any people, but unless they're gonna speak that language. I said depends on the language these people speak. If God want to send a message to Americans, he would have to speak English. Of course, I'm not disagreeing with this
So did
verse.
Allah send the
However, I'm
did
talking about the message.
did Allah send Quran to people of Pakistan in their language?
No, but it's not limited to Arabic. It can be translated.
Hold on.
The
You see, I don't know who is the stupid here. You call me, and you supposedly are smart, and now you are making bigger
yes, the message
So hold on.
Translated.
Where here it says that when Allah he said we never send. That's mean never happened. Even for Muhammad, never send.
Are you reading the verse?
Hold on. Yes, I'm reading the verse.
It's talking about a messenger, not the message.
No, he's talking about the message and the messenger, and you are a fraud. It's in front of you. Okay, no, read it. Okay, can you read it for us? Can you read it for us? Read it. Go ahead.
Okay. And we did not send any messenger except speaking in the language of his people to state clearly for them. And Allah sends astray thereby whom he wills and guides whom he wills. And he is exalted in might.
Okay, so
yeah, it's talking about
when the messenger he spoke the message, did he speak it in the language of the people?
Yes.
To make it what? To make it clear. Do we agree?
Yes, to make it clear.
Okay, so if when Muhammad he spoke in Arabic, he made it clear to the Arab, but he did not make it clear to the Pakistani.
Yes, but we can make it clear to the Pakistani by
translating the message. Okay, so you are saying now that you are fixing the logic of Allah. Allah was a fool.
I'm not fixing the logic.
No, but you just said we
I'm
will make it.
Telling you,
you just said that Allah. You know, you are not only making fun of Allah. You are saying Allah is not God. He's a liar, because you just said we will make it clear to the Pakistani. So look, but the Quran saying Allah will never send a message.
He's making it clear for the Arabs.
One who said
He's making it clear for the Arab.
To the Arab, exactly. Are you an Arab?
Yeah, exactly. So if he's making it clear to the Arab, what prevents us to translate the message to other people?
Are you an Arab?
Yes, I'm an Arab, alhamdulillah.
Speak to me in Arabic.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
What does that mean?
It means it's peace be upon you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I mean peace upon?
Peace be upon you, yes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah mean peace be upon you. Okay. Yeah, okay. So listen. But this is not, man, you don't speak to me in Arabic. Can you talk to me in Arabic? I mean, this sentence, anyone know it? شو أخبارك؟
الحمد لله.
ايش تعمل؟
أتكلم معك.
شنو تشتغل؟
ما اشتغل، انا في المدرسه عمري 17 سنه.
اوكي هذا صغير صديق صغير. So listen.
No.
So as long you are a صغير, not big, when Allah he said we never send a message except to by the tongue of the people.
Yeah.
He mentioned
a messenger.
He mentioned the word a messenger, and the message is the messenger too, because the messenger he will deliver a message. That's why he's called a messenger. Don't you agree?
Yes, he's saying a messenger will speak the tongue of his people.
Yeah.
Clearly
so
for them.
When it says, okay, so did Allah send Muhammad speaking the tongue of Pakistan? Obviously, you agreed. You said no, right?
Yeah.
And you said, we will make it clear. You said.
I said we'll make the message clear. Yes.
Okay, so it's not Allah. So it's not Allah who made it clear.
It's not Allah who made it clear.
Yeah, you said you will make it clear.
He made it clear for the Arabs, for us, and it's my duty to spread the religion. Yes.
No, this is not the case. It says here,
It is my duty.
Who is the one? Hold on. Who is the one who will make it clear to the people? Allah or you?
In this verse, Allah will guide whom He wills. Yes.
This is not the question. Who is the one who will make the message clear? Allah or you?
Depends on the decree of Allah. If He wants to make it clear for them, He would. But
guys, depend on the decree of Allah. Okay, the decree of Allah is in front of you. Allah, He sent it. He said, I will never have an exception. This is a decree, correct?
Allah never said He will never have an exception.
Well, the front of you read it. It says, we never have sent a messenger, ever.
We did not send any messenger except in speaking the language of His people to state
so
clearly
this is
for
decree.
them. Yes.
His decree is that the message have to be in the language of the people, and the messenger have to be from the people. In order to what? To make it clear to them. Them who? Those who speak the language, correct?
Of course, if someone wants to read the Arabic or
no, it's
read
not.
the
Of
Quran,
course, if somebody wants to read the Arabic, this is what it is. So now Allah, He confirmed them, which means anyone He want to send him a message, whoever them is, He will send through two ways. Number one, the messenger have to be from the people. Number two, he have to speak the language of the people. It's not you who will make it clear.
No. And by the way,
yes or no? What do you mean? I did not hear you.
No, I agree with you. And by the way, I'm just gonna make it clear.
Yeah, but this mean what you said to me is a fraud. Okay, and now let me ask you: as long you can make the Quran, as long you can make the Quran clear to us, can you explain to us chapter number 1, verse number 1? Chapter of An-Najm, verse number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Surah Al-Fatiha, you mean?
No, An-Najm.
Surah Al-Najm. Okay. By the stars when they fade away.
Okay, what does that mean? Explain it to me.
By the stars when they fade away, when the stars fade away from the sky.
What does that mean?
You're asking me to give you a meaning of something so simple.
You
like
see, okay, guys, it's so simple. Didn't he just say so simple? Okay, so simple. What does it mean?
It means the stars will fade away.
What does that mean?
What does okay? So you want me to define when the stars fade away? When you look at the
stars? Have you ever heard of a star fading away? What does that mean? In Arabic, first of all, it
when
says
a star fades away,
they claim you claim to speak Arabic and you don't. وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى. Hawa mean fell down.
Oh. No, it says your fellow is neither misguided nor.
Let the guy. No, I mean, let the guy next to you speak to me. Maybe he's smarter. Let him help. Let him join you.
He could call you if he wants. He's from a different side. But in the translation, it says by the stars when they fade away. I never read the Arabic.
Okay.
But in other translations,
but hold on. You are the one who said to me. You are the one who said to me that we Arab, we can make it clear to them in Pakistan, right?
Yes.
Okay. I gave you just a little. I gave you 3 words, and you failed.
Yeah, but that's not the whole thing.
Huh?
You're showing one part, but I'm asking you the message as a whole is submitting to God.
No problem.
And that is
if the first sentence you could not understand, we can go to the second one. But how we can go? Like, I mean, shouldn't we open the door of the car before we start driving? You failed to open the car of the. So listen. So I ask you, when Allah He says وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى, what does that mean? You have no idea. Huh?
No, you asked me. You told me to read the verse, and I told you when the stars fade away. I do understand what it means.
Where it says when the stars fall down. Where it says in Arabic when the stars fade away. I'm asking you where it says that.
But that's in the translation.
What the word how I mean? You see? Okay, hold on.
Okay, you didn't ask me.
Hold on. You just said this is what the translation is saying. So you could not understand it in Arabic, so you went to the English to understand it now.
No. You asked me to read it. You didn't tell me to read it in Arabic. I'll read it in Arabic.
I asked you what it does it mean. I did not ask you to read it in any language. I said, what does verse mean? I said to you, go to chapter An-Najm, verse number 1, and tell me what does it mean. So now you could not understand it in Arabic, so you went to the translation.
I know what it means. I literally told you what it means.
No, you said to me when you told me when the stars fade away. There's no such a thing there. Where it says they fade away? What the word hawa mean? It
could mean disappear, or it could mean descend, or it could mean fade away.
Hawa mean this went away?
Hawa, I think the way I use means disappear.
So listen. So look what happened now.
Yes.
We can explain the Quran to people who they are in Pakistan because we understand the message, but we could not understand 2 words in the message.
No, you don't understand it. How can you say I don't understand it? I just told you what it means.
Okay, hold on. Are you saying that your God Allah did lie?
No, he didn't lie.
Okay, so when Allah, he said, nobody understand the Quran save Allah. Are you saying to me that you understand the message when Allah is the only one who understands the Quran?
No, Allah says there are verses which he only understands.
Okay, why only him would understand?
Because they were supposed to be revealed at the Judgment Day.
But he revealed it now.
We call them mutashabihat, and this is not something we deny.
Okay, my friend.
Yeah.
Allah, he said, I never send a message except by the tongue of the people to the people in order to make it clear. And now you are saying to me, Allah, he sent the message, is not clear.
No, he sent a message that we're not supposed to know the meaning of. There is a difference. There is a part of the verse where
it says these verses we understand their meaning in the Judgment Day. Can you show me? I want to learn from you.
We will understand the meaning at Judgment Day?
Yeah, you just said that to me.
I might be wrong, but that's what I heard.
So are you wrong or right?
What I'm not wrong about.
Are you giving me a fabricated answer? Because when you say I might be wrong, that means you are answering without knowledge.
Not necessarily.
What does that mean?
I just want to confirm my. What does that
mean? Not necessarily. Maybe depend. This is your answer.
No, I said I want to confirm my knowledge.
Look what the Quran says, just to show you that you're ignorant like your prophet. It says, and those who they are the ulama, those are the one who say we believe, not the one who understand.
Sorry, repeat that. I was looking for the evidence.
The verse says, and none knows its interpretation save only Allah. And those firmly noted in knowledge, they say we believe. So a Muslim scholar in Islam is not the one who know the meaning, is the one who say I believe.
Yes, but I'm telling you, there's.
So you are now a scholar. Hold on. Look what happened when we spoke about. You mentioned to me scholars. And I asked you, is a scholar is somebody who knew what he's talking about? Hold on. You said to me, a scholar is someone who knows what he's talking about for sure. I said, wonderful. But now in Islam, you are a scholar, you as a scholar, because you do not know. This is what the Quran is saying. Yeah. Those who they are firmly in knowledge, those who they are firmly in knowledge is the one who say we believe, but we do not know the meaning.
Bro, listen, that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you there are verses where mutashabihat, where only Allah knows the meaning of. It's not that he sent it to confuse us or anything. He told us that only Allah knows the meaning of. He told us that only him knows it. He's not
okay, hold on. You see, when I mentioned to you that Allah, because I'm trying to help you to understand. When Allah, he says, we never send the message except in the tongue of the people. And then you said to me, you continue reading the second part, and you said, and Allah, he deceive who he will, and he guide who he will, correct?
Which verse?
Chapter 14, verse number 4.
Misguides who he wills, not deceives.
He what?
He misguides who he wills, and he guides who he wills.
Guys, he misguides. He corrected me. Thank you for correcting me. My Arabic is not good. Thank you. So guys, he misguided. He did not deceive. So now we knew why Allah sent the Quran. Allah, he sent the Quran to make it clear to them in order to deceive them as he will and to guide them as he will.
That's only your conclusion of it.
This is not my opinion. The verse saying that. No, you are the one who said you are the one who jumps supposed to correct me, and you said to me, no, Allah, he don't deceive, he misguide. What does that mean? No. Deceive.
I'm telling you, my friend, is that Allah can do whatever he wills. I don't deny that. However, you asked me about these mutashabihat verses. I'm telling you, Allah did not deceive us there, did not confuse us. He told us that these verses, he only knows them, like Alif Lam Mim.
Okay. No, I get Alif Lam Mim. Okay. But this is not the question now. Listen, I'm connecting the two together.
No, this is the question.
When Allah, he misguide. You are the one who used the word misguide. You are the one who corrected me, correct? You said misguide.
That's what the verse says. He misguides whoever he wills.
According to you, I am misguided, correct?
According to me, it's misguided. That's what the experts who translate the Quran say.
No. According to you, I am misguided, correct?
According to me, you are misguided?
Yeah.
I do believe so. You are misguided. Yes.
Okay. But according to you, the one who misguided me is Allah.
No.
You are the one who said to me, the one who misguided is Allah.
Allah misguides who He wills. Allah.
Yeah.
There
So
is
are
no
you
proof
saying to
Allah
me? Are you saying to me, Allah? It's not Allah will who misguided me.
No, I'm telling you, Allah misguides who He wills. If He
Okay,
wants
so I'm
to
asking you,
misguide
when
He will
I am,
do so.
if I am misguided, who misguided me?
If you are misguided, who misguided you? You, my friend. There is no Allah misguided. There are certain people who Allah who will misguide, as it says in the
Where
verse.
in the verse it says? Where in the verse it says there is certain people left? It says there's two parts.
He will misguide
Listen,
who
potato.
He will.
Listen, potato. Listen. It says Allah He misguide according to you, misguide, not deceive. Who He will and guide who He will. There's no third party. So the whole world is between two. Either the one misguided by Allah or the one who is guided by Allah. Are you against the verse now?
Listen. Ever heard of the analogy that I can lead a horse to a puddle of water, but I can't force the horse to drink water?
No,
That's
you
literally
can't.
the best
No, you
way I
can't.
can
No, you
explain it.
can't. You do not know your religion. Obviously, you have no idea what are you talking about. When a person
No,
he
I'm
have
telling you,
when a
this is
person
literally what it is.
when a person he have sex, did he choose to have sex and fornication? Is it his choice?
Yes.
So your prophet he did lie, because your prophet, and I put the hadith for you in the screen.
No, I
It
did
says
not lie.
here.
I believe in compatibilism.
It says
If this
here,
is about discrimination and free will, I know I believe in compatibilism. It's both by the decree of Allah, but that's a different topic.
no,
It's both
not
by
different topic, because it is the one who did. This is very important topic. Are you saying to me that the one who do fornication only is that one is for sure misguided by Allah?
I said I do believe in compatibilism, and that's not the topic. We have
What is
deviated away
compatibilism?
from.
What does that mean? I'm asking you. The one who did fornication. Please, I want
It means
an
when.
no. I
It
want
means when
I want
divine.
an answer. When a person commit fornication, is that because Allah he forced him,
I'm
or
gonna
it was his
explain it to
choice?
you. I'm gonna explain it to you. It's
Okay.
when the person's free will is compatible with God's divine determination. So when we believe that everything is determined by Allah, but we believe that is compatible with our free will.
What does that mean?
Like, you want me to go over a philosophical study of compatibilism? Because
I can
I
tell
told
you.
you that's
I can tell you are a philosopher. So just to make it simple, you are genius, my friend. So when somebody had sex with women, she is not his. Did he have a free will to do it?
Yes.
What is the proof?
The proof is like from the Quran.
I have a front in front of you. I have a proof in front of you. Your prophet
I
explained.
told you I do. We in the Islamic doctrine we do affirm compatibilism.
This is not true.
I don't see a problem with that.
This is not true. You are a liar. Your prophet saying, verily Allah have fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in which he has of necessity must commit. Does it say you cannot commit or you must commit?
Yes, he is not asking you to commit or not commit.
No. It's not. It's not.
I don't get the question.
He is forcing you to commit. Is that correct? He is forcing you. Necessity must commit.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Does it say must commit?
I told you.
Does it say must commit?
I told you I believe in divine.
I don't care what you believe. Your prophet is talking. You shut up and you respect him. He said you must commit. Explain to me the must commit part.
Oh, you're quoting a hadith, right?
So
okay, can you repeat the hadith? Because I wasn't paying attention.
Shall I quote you, not quote Muhammad now? You are the prophet.
No, you're quoting the hadith. I want to know what the hadith says because I didn't hear you.
It's in front of you on the screen. Go ahead.
No, I'm not looking at your stream. I'm looking at you calling.
I just read it for you. Look on the screen. Why you not look?
Yeah.
So you can see it. We don't want you.
I'm not on YouTube. That's why I don't see the screen.
Okay, it says, verily Allah, Muhammad said, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in and which he of necessity must commit.
The adultery of the eye is lustful look, and the adultery of the tongue is litigious speech, and the heart desires and ears, which the parts may or may not put into effect.
So?
No, as of that hadith, I cannot explain it to you because I myself, I don't think I can give you an answer. I don't want to give you the wrong answer or anything.
Okay, take care. You just gave me the wrong answer already, and now you don't want to give me the wrong answer because we got you busted?